Look at that mouth. Woo, Lord, today. Anyways, today's video, we are going to talk about some signs and some stairways and all that good stuff, what we kind of done on the land. As you see right there's a little bridge, a little overhead bridge that we put over the little creek area so we can get across to the other piece. And signs, we're talking about a little bit about signs. There's one sign, W.Do's Bridge. I was a little inside joke about W.Do's Bridge, but there is the bridge right there. And one reason why we made signs is so that we can kind of say, hey, we're at W.Do's Bridge, or we're at Slippery Rock, or we are at the Widowmaker, or Lee's Way, or Enchanted Forest, or the Pit, or I'll show all that to you here in a second. But to the next sign. Next is Lee's Way. So I started building this four-wheeler. I started building this trail, and I don't know if you can't really see it, but the whole property right here slopes. But I wanted to make a trail, and I kind of wanted it to be safe. So what I did was I notched out, and it still got to have a lot more work done to it. But anyway, I made it even, so it kind of be flat all the way, pretty much down the creek line right here. And this one actually took more time than any of the trails, but it's still not complete yet because I still have rocks going along all around here that have not completed yet. But anyway, I pretty much did everything by hand. Didn't use any machine, a pickaxe, some muscle, and a rake. But I want to put a trail right here because down here is just it's beautiful. You can see the creek, you can hear the creek, you can see the creek, and it goes all the way along the creek line. And we'll go, sometimes the camera doesn't do justice, but you can see where it goes all the way down to the end, all along the actual creek line. And some of the leaves are covering the creek, but when it rains, it's a flowing. All right, cool. We'll go back to the four-wheeler here, but actually, my dad told me to name it, and I told him, I said, you name it, and he named it Lee's Way. So there you go. So where you at? I'm at Lee's Way. There you go. Gazebo that desperately needs leaves off of it. But anyway, this is the gazebo. We like to chill out down here and the brain broke. Anyway, next to the creek, hang down here on the creek. Oh, the water's a little higher today. Okay, cool. A little higher today. We're gonna be riding the creek here shortly. But I tell you what, that sand right there, it is like quicksand when that water's high. Some people might be getting stuck today. I don't know. But this is the gazebo. You know, a little fire pit right there. And the leaves have came down big time. And they are just soggy because it rained. Okay, it's just a sweeping. Get to work, boy. Get to work. Work it. With his blue mouth. Then you have the pit.
I'm the pit.
Yeah, Caden's the pit. He's the armpit. Anyway, so there you go. You got the pit. That's the pit. This is kind of where we hang out. make some s'mores, hang out around the campfire, sing some songs, tell some stories. This is the pit, but right next to the pit is the hidden lagoon. This is the hidden lagoon right there, which goes down to the gazebo where the creek where we just were. The reason for the hidden lagoon is because it's, I don't know, everything back there is pretty much hidden, camouflaged. I don't know, you can't really see the gazebo down there. Big place where we just hang out and nobody can hear you. You can scream for days and nobody will see you or hear you but the coyotes. I'm just playing, but for real. No, I'm not joking. Then you have the Enchanted Forest, and it actually speaks for itself simply because as you go in here, it actually does look like an enchanted forest. Yeah, we just like being silly. But anyway, to the next sign. Always gotta do something through the trails. Big old tree. Of course, fell over. Gotta chop it down. But not today. Next step is Slippery Rock. Now there is a reason why we call it Slippery Rock. It's because if you look down there, we're gonna go down there in a second and show you a better view, I guess you can say. But if you look right there, there's nothing. It's like a little waterfall and nothing but rocks all the way down the gully here, or whatever you'll call it. But it's just beautiful down here. But there is Slippery Rock as we go up on the trail. There it is. That's the reason. Last but surely, definitely 100% not least, is the Widowmaker. And I'm going to drive it now. What I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to drive down here, but this leads to the Widowmaker, and I will show you why, or tell you why it's called the Widowmaker. On the way to the Widowmaker. Right, Kate? This is not the Widowmaker. A lot of hills. But I'm gonna get down at a better angle. Well, you really can't get a good angle. Story about this one is when we first bought the land, or actually walking the property, me and my dad and some other people here, we were walking the line, and this right here pretty much goes not straight up, but a pretty big angle, and actually this is probably the most steepest part of the property, but we call it the Widowmaker because my dad said, we're like, oh, only 75 more yards, 75 more yards. He said, well, I tell you what, we're gonna call this one the Widowmaker because by the time I get up it, I'm gonna be dead. And kind of tell you, or show you, how steep this sucker is. Anyway. Huh? There's the four-wheeler. But I'm just gonna leave behind. Anyway, it's crazy. We're not gonna go up Widowmaker right now. All right, cool. That's all the signs right now, and I'm definitely positively sure that there's going to be more to come. Anyway, whenever we have those signs made and more trails done, I may get those recorded for you so you can see the muscle behind it. All right, now it's time to ride.